Hello, Mother Mage here, and welcome back to YLands, where we will be setting sail with a new thing. As you can see there's nothing new over there. But as soon as we turn, there's something new in our docking area. Now, this will be a new ship using electricity, so YLands engine, I already installed that. Guess we might as well set sail with it today. And go get some more YLands while I'm at it. I made some bullets. So we have bullets. We do have a few arrows, a few bolts. Might have to get some more over there, but now this is fine. As you can see right in here, we have a charging station and a YLands engine. We have a few storage cupboards along the sides. Still not filled, but for now it's fine. Still needs a lot of work, but for now it will be fine. But this is designed off of one principle. This is designed to look like a hovercraft, which is exactly why it goes down so quickly and doesn't continue below the water. This is also for one specific reason, so I can get up, even when I don't have any resources too. But let's test this out. Better way. Switch to engines. Right click to switch to engines. Ah, there we go. Engine is on. It's quite slow. It's like a lumbering giant. I don't know if this is just basic forward propulsion or if the engine is actually doing something, but this is a bit too slow. I did not think it was going to be this slow. And what the hell did I just hit? Would it just turn back like that? Okay, so this is... It'll have a lot of storage on it, but it needs more engines. And each one of those YLands engines requires about 30 YLands dust, which is kinda crazy. Which is exactly what I was hoping, that they would be kinda fast. Because it's easier to get YLands, or easier to use YLands engines, because I can just power them up using power cells. But they're this slow. They're basically like an energy electrical engine in other games, but they are quite slow. I'm gonna need about, give or take, 4 or 5 of them in order to get to proper speed. But of course, if we go look inside here, I left ample room for filling this up. I'm probably gonna create like 3 layers of them, just enough so I can walk in between and recharge and then charge them all up, or just walk on top of them. That's also a thing. Just recharge about 3 layers of these. And I'm gonna take them, probably the middle one is probably gonna go up to about here. So there's ample movement room around it, but that'll make it so this thing can go quite a speed. Problem is, it needs to build up momentum, which I do not have the capabilities of doing. So in other words, yeah, that's we're just gonna take this for a small turn. Just take it back to the island now, and then go into the cave, go kill some of the basic mutants, and try and grind up some YLands. Maybe build another one today. Then we take it out for another spin. But in any case, I have about 20 minutes to record today, of which 5 minutes is about almost done. So about 4 minutes because I went through a loading screen. So I'll just save you guys time. But I do believe that when this is done, it would look very nice. Mainly because it's going to be totally enclosed in glass. Maybe I should get rid of this glass and just do larger panes of glass. but I'm not sure how many I'm going to be using, so yeah. And then I'm also going to need placing doors, stuff like that. Just so I can get a beautiful ship going, and yeah. That's basically what I've done so far. Just a bit of an update video this is, and then a bit of grinding, bit of just, me speaking. Taking this out for sale, because it's the first time I've actually, taken this out for a spin. And I can see how much energy it's gonna cost, stuff like that. How fast it is, but this is a decent speed for only one engine. I believe this is about on par to one sail. Maybe 1.5 sails. Because I remember when I had one sail on that ship, it was slow. Like really slow. I was actually hoping we can reach the other island today, but it turns out that I have some driver's lessons a bit later today, which is going to be fun. And it's basically in an hour and a bit where I'm gonna have to start going. But right now, this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna need to record now. As you can see right over there in the middle of the screen, there's a bit of a weird section of land. I will show you what that section of land is. And also all of my stone mining quarries. Because when you build a ship like this out of stone, you use a lot of stone. You'd be surprised how much stone you have to go through. Wow. I was actually really zoomed in. I can't even see under the water. What am I bumping into? It's probably at the rear. Yeah, it's probably at the rear. But in case I can fly, so this is fine. And another thing I wanted to talk about is, it's funny because this ship is at the limit. Like, the absolute limit to the back. This is exactly how far you can build. I wanted to smooth it out so it's a bit more smooth around the back, but that's the absolute limit. I reached it without even realizing it. Oh, and another thing I wanted to talk about today, we're apparently getting guests. There's 3 sharks here now. I've actually raised up 2 over there. And that is really interesting because they just like beach themselves and then I just like raise them up. Did I place a block here? Oh no, I dropped blocks here. Okay. Must have been crafting over there. But as you can see here, this used to be a semi, hilly area, like right over there, like one of these edges, and I didn't like it, so I completely removed it. It doesn't look super good because I haven't smoothed it out and gotten it to the point where it looks a bit more natural, but for now it looks okay. It looks survivable. That island as well, you should see some dirt there in between the sand, which means I actually dug here. I can actually show you guys how deep I went here. You can see, I sort of went a bit crazy here and instead I need more sand. I need a lot more sand. There's one thing I require in this game, it's sand. So YLands engine is going to use a lot of glass and yeah, everything's going to be using a lot of glass, but sand I can farm up quite easily. It's actually quite easy to get sand. Especially since I'm in the perfect biome for it. Like all those islands out there, they're practically made out of sand. So, I was asked a question by one of my friends that I showed my map to. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. I'm talking a lot today. The sharks over there, sharks over here, are like my pets. So he asked me, do I have any other pets? And just as I was building these pillars at the bottom here, like, you know, I realized something. I have even more pets. Without realizing it, I accidentally caught 2 new pets in here. Crabs. I have 2 crabs for pets. You essentially make pets by just penning them in, but these are just in a hole. Oh yes, and this. A stone pillar. I was using the stone blocks, you know, like the 2 wide stone blocks in order to build these, and they look really good, but I couldn't keep them uniform. So I was like, how am I gonna keep them uniform? Because right here it's worked perfectly. Right there it worked perfectly. Here it wouldn't, because it's too high. The bottom ones are too high, so I couldn't fit them in like a pillar. Like this. But then I came up with this. Because you have access to a free place mode, what you can do is just take like stones. This was about 100 stones, and then just place them like this. Just build up an entire pillar out of just stones. Granted, they do kind of look not very good because they're all facing the same direction. I need to do something about that, but in any case, that's still pretty good. We got some storage going on inside here. As you can see, I made a shelf on this side. I want to build a car as well. Something I actually wanted to use the engine for, but just gonna go explore my island and talk about how I've been doing things. Tree farming has been everywhere, as you can see right there. This is where I've been doing a bit too crazy, going a bit too crazy with the tree farming. So right on this section right here, I had about 120 trees growing, and I just kept on sawing them down, and they just kept on falling. And as you saw them up on the ground, they start stacking on top of each other. I just start stacking on top of items upon items upon items, and it creates this. It kind of looks horrible, but it also looks kind of like modern art. It's kind of just like a giant bush, like a hedgerow, which is exactly what I like to think it is, because it bothers me less. But yeah, as you can see, here's another one of those tree pillars. Rubber tree. This episode might be a bit boring for some of you. I'm not doing much progression except for showing off what I've done in the meantime. Here's our house that we discovered in our first episode, or second episode, one of those two. Bit laggy. Now here's the first of 2 quarries that I've made, besides the one on the beach that I've probably showed you guys. Okay, so this one was the first. It's just like a little hovel underground, covered up by dirt, just so it doesn't, you know, show as easily. Then I decided I was going to take it seriously. Started quarrying over here. I wish there's still stone stuck here, because I didn't have inventory for all of it. And this is how I got all those stones to build that pillar. Because when you mine, you get a lot of stone, surprisingly. And yeah. What else would you use a stone for besides decorative purposes? Because look at this. Look at my inventory already. I have 222 stones. Off of just picking up the stuff that I didn't pick up before. Because I get like, say, 50 per one of these. Sometimes I don't one, but most of the time it's like 50. And that's about it. So let's go down into the cave and go get some of my YLands. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a lot, because it's like 5 minutes, and I basically have 20 minutes to record today, so sorry about that. Ooh, one light, turn on. There we go, much better. Now, I do have my drill. How's my drill battery doing? Probably really good because I've been using the recharger quite a lot. Wait, what is down here? There's magic dust down there. You never have too much magic dust, as I've discovered, because I use it to make a lot of craftsman's potions, which I use for, well, speeding up crafting. One more. I think there's like one more. Yes, there it is. And then it is into the actual cave area right now. Still remember where this is. Now, hopefully there's still a few mutants left, or some crystals left. Ooh, like right there. More of these I can gather because I had like 70 YLands. Use that to make the power cells and the engine and a charge station. This charge station took like 30. Charge station took 30. The engine took 30, and then I spent like say 15 on just getting the power cells. I can speak correctly, I hope. Is all the mutants gone from this cave? I don't think you could eradicate the mutants. I thought they were kind of like infinite, you know? That would always remain, no matter how many times you kill them, they would always be there, but turns out no. Turns out we've emptied this cave. Perhaps not down here, because I can't remember killing all of them. There was quite a few of them left. But I don't know where they are. Perhaps they decided to leave. Or like, no, this human players aren't fair. It's cheating. Just leave. Ah, here they are. They thought I was cheating before. They're definitely going to be thinking that now. This time I've got firepower. It's definitely not enough though. It's like 2 a pop. No. Ow. I forgot my health potions at home. Hey, the gun is actually giving me more. The crossbow gave me about 1. This gun is actually giving me about 2 per. Just a few more down here. I'm actually going to run out quite quickly. Well, let's go pick up my spoils. It's not really ill-gotten gains, but it isn't fair. I just killed them. I just ended the creature's life. That is definitely another one. You can hear that, right? It's not just me. Just do a bit of x-raying around here. There's a boar. Wow. Not a mutated boar. No, just a normal boar. You can definitely hear another one. There's another one around here somewhere. Let's see if there isn't any YLands crystals around here. There's like blue quartz, which I still have not found a use for. I don't know if there is a very good use for the quartz, because the quartz is not like... Seriously, there's nothing left? I'm hoping they'll respawn or something, because otherwise it would mean that there's like a limited amount of YLandium in this game. I think there might be a limited amount. That would be sad, because that would mean I'm almost out, besides the other island. Of which I still have not found like a 6th island. I need more islands. More correctly, the exit is somewhere on this side. Do I over here? Is that it? No, that is not it. Let's go first person. It might be easier to navigate caves in first person. No, nothing down there. It's like literally it. Is that it? This is my first island. I only have a finite amount of YLandium on it. That's kind of sad. I'm hoping that there would be more. But turns out no. No, there is not. There is no more. I've reached the end of my YLandium journey on my main island. Now I'm gonna have to sail halfway across the entire map to get more. If I can find my way out of this place. Why am I so bad at, directions in a cave? I suppose everyone's bad in directions in a cave. I don't think it's this area. What am I even doing? I could just go like, oh, do not die on me, fella. You can just pop my head in here. It's not on this side, that much I can tell you. Let's quickly do it over here as well. A little bit of X-ray. Look, so in this direction. Probably through like this. Let's see here. So in this direction. Right on the other side of the wall here. So let's just save time. Dig my way out. Actually, you know what I could do? You just go like this. Oh yeah, it's too close. Dig my way out. This is dirt, not copper, sadly. Not that copper would have been really good, but copper is better than dirt, anyways. Make a spiral upwards. It's gonna allow me to get down quicker. Not that there is much left here. Why am I looking up whenever I'm digging upwards? It's weird. In any case, I need to end the episode here, sadly. Because I am all out of time because of driver's lessons and stuff like that. Blame it on that. Sorry about the episode's quality being a bit different than usual. We are out, at least. At least there's that. We're out, and I know exactly where we are. Home is in this direction. See, right there. In any case, see you guys in the next episode, where I hopefully have more content. I'm hoping that they add more content. By next episode, I want to have a few more engines to place into that ship to see how fast we can go. Depending on how fast we are going, I might set out into the deep blue. Which, there's literally in all directions. So then I will set out into the deep blue, and I still don't know if you guys can see that. That is the mouth. So it's a bit of like a triangular mouth. That's a triangular eyebrowish. So that makes like one right eye, left eye, mouth, and then a bit of a nose there. And that constantly freaks me out. But the moon is like staring at me. It's been bothering me for a while now. But in any case, that's enough of me. See you guys in the next episode, and goodbye.